Welcome to the Gear Slum, your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Cole.
We slum it hard, so you don't have to.
Are you mad that we both did voices and you didn't?
Well, I never know. Like,
We slum it hard in the Harvard
should I
yard.
go with it? Should I roll with it, or should I
No,
just
whatever you do.
Phil, you got to
feel
roll
in
with
the
it.
moment is
You got to
right.
take some time. You got to say what it say. Don't let anybody get in your way.
You can choose when to use your artistic McFlurries. Your McFlurry
Yeah, see, if
juice.
someone asked me, like, why'd you do that voice? I wouldn't have anything to say. I'd be like, that's just the voice. And then they'd be like, but really, why did you do it?
But it is like a valid thing because that isn't your voice. But also, you've done weird voices before. This isn't the first time you've ever done a weird voice.
not? Yeah, that's true.
Do you like that song, Roll With It, from Oasis? Because I do.
Oh yeah, that one that goes, "Roll with it, baby."
You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time.
baby.
You gotta say what you say. Don't let anybody get in your way.
I like that
Oh,
Oasis song.
wait,
that's
no.
like-
It's the one that goes, "Keep rolling, 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 rolling."
What?
Rolling, 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 rolling.
What? Keep.
That's
Was
the one, right?
That was Limp Bizkit featuring DMX. Apparently, that's how I was.
Dude,
singing it.
how? Okay, but
Roll.
seriously,
What?
if would you? I would pay top dollar to see Coldplay do a bunch of Limp Bizkit hits only.
If I had a
Limp
stack of
Bizkits?
dollars,
Is that what you're saying?
if I had a stack of dollars, I would give the top one to see that happen.
I'm just saying.
I don't like Coldplay
in
or
like
Limp Bizkit.
in like an
but-
alternate universe. If I had some,
I'd rather
machine
see
where I
Limp Bizkit doing Coldplay songs.
I feel like that would be worse.
Yeah.
What? Okay,
Oh,
actually,
so
no,
you're
no, no.
saying one
Cole,
of
what do
these
you
is
think?
going to be good? Is that what you're trying to say, Phil?
What would be more entertaining?
They're both
Bizkit
going to be
playing-
terrible. So I
Limp
think the
Bizkit
worst
doing
one.
Coldplay
No.
songs
Listen.
is
What
more
would be more
interesting.
entertaining? Coldplay playing an hour and a half of Limp Bizkit hits, or Limp Bizkit playing an hour and a half of Coldplay hits?
The latter.
Yes,
Really?
Yes.
I don't get why.
So you think
Aaron
think
literally
Fred
just
Durst
said
going?
that.
They were all yellow.
Aaron
You
said,
think
"I would
that be
rather.
more
I would
fun?
rather."
He
see Limp
wouldn't do it
Bizkit
like
doing
that, though.
Coldplay.
He wouldn't do it like that. He would be like, how does that song go? I don't know. He would do it Limp Bizkit style.
Oh, you're saying the energy they would bring their.
Yes, they're
Their
doing. They're
angst.
covering it like as Limp
Yeah,
Bizkit
they're not
would
like
cover it.
freaking Weezer who just covers it note for note.
So you're saying you want the guys from Coldplay to pretend that they're in Limp Bizkit?
What are you
I don't know
saying?
what I'm saying.
You want to see Chris Martin going? I did it all for the nookie, the nookie.
I did
So you
it
can take
all
your
for
cookie.
the nookie.
Yes.
I
Yes.
did it all for
He's like-
the nookie.
Yeah, in his
Now he's
falsetto.
like a boys choir. Remember?
I'm coming at you with the chainsaw. I'll skin your
I
ass
did it
raw.
all. I did it all for the nookie.
And if the day keeps going,
So
I
you
swear
can
I
take
might
your
break something
cookie
tonight. I'm like a chainsaw.
and stick it up your hay.
I'll skin your ass raw. What?
I think none of us
Dude.
knows enough Coldplay to do an interesting take on that. Like, because Coldplay sounds
I just
so
did
vanilla.
a really good take on it.
Is that's what you think then? Is that what? That's interesting.
I was
That's
singing the
interesting
lyrics.
that you think
I
that.
was singing the lyrics to Nookie
No, but I'm just saying I'm not
to
like
the melody
ascribing
of
any
Yellow.
judgment to it. I'm just saying it's interesting that you think that.
To the
I'm
melody
just
of
listening.
Yellow.
I'm just listening.
The lyrics to Nookie to the melody of Yellow.
I'm
How
just
can
saying
it
it's
be-
interesting.
Any better than that?
It can't.
Did you just say how could it get better than that?
Yes.
Okay, here's maybe we've talked about this before, but everyone always says like, oh,
Everyone always says it.
that music sucks now.
Yeah, people
And
are
that
dumb.
like, oh, I wish, like, oh, here's like a lyric from some Led
for the
Zeppelin
record, I do
song
like Coldplay.
set next to a lyric from some Katy Perry song.
Sure.
And it's like there was so much crappy music in the 70s. It's just we happen to remember the few bands that were really good from an entire decade.
Yes.
Like, of
Right,
course,
we only-
there's going to be a couple amazing bands from this decade that stand the test of time, but most of it won't. But that doesn't mean that like music was better back then. It just means you're not listening to the radio back then.
Yes, it's the SNL effect. Everyone says, "Oh, this is my favorite year with SNL is this year because," and then they rattle off the like 5 best things of that
right.
year.
Right.
And it's like, no, there were a lot of they did a show every week, and there were a lot of not funny things in any given year.
Yeah, like SNL
Yeah,
in
you
the 70s was
idiots.
garbage.
If you go back and like watch full episodes, it's mostly trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like that's just the nature of a weekly live television show.
Yeah.
If you're writing a full hour and a half of content every week, like it's not all going to be amazing.
I don't know. We do a full hour every week, and it's always amazing.
Yeah, but we're not writing it. It's
That
just
Coldplay
from-
bit was unimpeachable. It was above reproach.
Unimpeachable.
So to anyone
where
who says
are the
that-
emails? Nowhere.
Exactly.
It's literally unimpeachable. Like it's literally there's a law saying that you cannot indict us on that bit.
Exactly.
Where are the emails?
Like if it wasn't illegal, you definitely would impeach us or indict us over that. But because
But it's not.
explicitly illegal to do so, you cannot.
It was so good. The emails do not exist.
Y'all, if you want to send us an email,
So
do it.
We do have our own
Slum
private
at gmail.com.
That Dookie drive.
Uh-huh.
You guys remember I got
Yeah.
that Dookie drive?
Yeah.
Y'all hear about that Dookie drive?
How's her dookie?
I took a Dookie drive, and
I did it all for the Dookie.
The
so
dookie.
you can take the Dookie. Dookie sounds so dirty for some reason.
It does.
That
You
Dookie.
think that sounds worse
Check
than
out
I
this
gave her that
dookie.
good Dookie.
Yes.
Dookie?
Dookie. Dookie.
Have you guys seen
Get
True
in my
Blood?
belly.
Have you ever
Dookie.
watched True Blood?
I have never watched True Blood.
So my wife
'Cause I'm
was
a Christian.
My wife was pretty into it for a while. I've watched it too. It's funny, but
Is that the one that Anna Paquin's on?
yeah, the guy Bill, who was like her boyfriend for a long time. Her name was Sookie, and so my impression of him is Sookie, and my wife hates it when I do that. But that's what it reminded me of when you said Dookie. I thought of Bill saying Dookie.
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 So when I first got the pedal,
For all you freaks out there, a little bit of True Blood.
so the
Yes,
way
when you
it,
first got the pedal.
the way it works is it blends. I think it's 2 identical circuits
Okay.
because it's meant to be like most of their recordings on Dookie were done with these 2 Marshall amps, and one
They were
was
2
set up-
Marshalls, but they were modded differently. Like they
Yes.
each had a different mod on them.
But they were both like, I don't know, Plexi
Like
era
super
amps,
leads or
weren't they?
something. Yeah, I think so. I think they were super leads. Maybe.
And one had more gain than the other one,
Right.
essentially.
Yeah.
So the way that this pedal is set up, it has gain and volume controls on the pedal, like for knobs, and then it has a blend control. And what you're actually blending is, I didn't actually know how it worked, but basically there's internal trim pots for the blend and volume on one of them, and then you're blending that with the ones on the knobs. So when I first got the pedal, they're basically turned all the way down.
Okay.
So it seemed like it was blending like no gain with whatever gain you had on the pedal. So I cracked it open and turned them all the way up, and now it sounds rad.
Oh, sweet.
So then I can blend
because now they're
between-
both high gain.
Because part of why I did that is because it sounded really good when everything was maxed out.
Mm-hmm.
So, so now I'll blend that with, and I'll set like a lower gain on the face of the pedal.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask if when you turn the gain knob down on the top, you have more range now.
Yeah, because then I can blend between like the full gain side,
Yeah,
and then whatever I have set on the knobs. Yeah.
is it still? They're still different though. Like do each side still sound unique?
I don't think so. I think if you set the two knobs at the same setting, they would sound identical.
Okay,
that's my understanding.
It's just so hard to pin down like what they actually did with it because what they were talking about when it first came out, and then at NAMM, and then now it's like all different. Like every time it's kind of a different description, so it's really hard to pin down what's actually happening.
What they actually shipped is not what they described when that first. And part of that is because apparently Billy Joe like leaked the pedal. Like they sent him one, and he
like
put it on Instagram, and he
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to, and so then MXR was kind of scrambling to. So that's
now we have
probably
to
why
make this thing happen.
They didn't really have the message clear at that point, I guess.
Yeah, he went full Alderete on that one.
Exactly, he went full WAN, as British people would say, WAN.
Juwan. Do you guys remember that movie back in the day called The Big Green? The Big Green? About a kids' soccer team?
Kids' soccer team, yeah.
And the Mexican kid comes to town, and the teacher calls him Juwan Morales. This is our new student, Juwan Morales. It came out around the same time as Little Giants. Remember that one?
Yeah, it was like a total ripoff of Little Giants.
I don't know which one came first though.
But isn't like I can picture it in my head. It's the kid from Sandlot, the catcher.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's like the goalie or whatever.
And Steve Guttenberg is in it.
No, that's not Steve Guttenberg.
Steve Guttenberg is the coach.
I know. You said Steve Guttenberg is in it, and I thought you said that's Steve Guttenberg, isn't it? It's like, no, that's some redhead kid. I don't know his name.
Yeah, the kid. No, it's Hamilton Porter.
Oh man,
stupid.
That's Steve Guttenberg, isn't it? Okay, let's see.
Steve
So that came out
Guttenberg.
in '95, and let's see when Little Giants came out. '94.
That movie cost $12 million to make, and
The Big
the
Green?
box office, and it brought in $17.7 million.
So
it made
the
about
Big
$5
Green
million.
cost 12 times as much as Reservoir Dogs. Is that what you're saying?
Literally 10 times as much, but yes,
Okay,
quite a bit more. That's hilarious.
and it shows.
Little Giants was with Rick Moranis. And Ed O'Neill. That movie is so stupid. Remember, it's the two brothers. They have
Yeah, like the one brother that's like better. It's like the Step Brothers. Like he was the Adam Scott brother.
Yeah. The one brother's like always the winner, and then the other one is like his little brother.
Yeah, or it's basically like the same as the first episode of Breaking Bad.
That one cost $20 million and only made 19 back, so they lost money on that one.
Like instead of
I'm
making
sure they got
meth,
it back.
Rick Moranis' character started a children's football team.
It's so stupid.
But it's basically the same storyline after that.
Yeah, it's because Rick Moranis'
That
daughter
minor
wants to
detail.
play football, but they won't let her on the team, so they make their own team.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
Like I get why I get why you should let girls play on the same team when they're younger, because honestly, a lot of girls are probably like just as strong or stronger than a lot of boys at that age.
Mm-hmm.
It always cracks me up when people talk about like, why don't more women play football? And it's like, because they're not as big as men.
Well,
That's pretty obvious.
that's part of it, yeah. But it's also because they're not just going to like start playing football when they become adults. Like if they don't play when they're kids, and then in high school, like they're not just going to start playing professional football all of a sudden. It's a whole world of keeping women down. Plus, women are lucky. No one should be playing football. It's the stupidest sport. Like
It is. It's like, why don't more women smoke meth?
yeah. We really got to get the women in on this meth game.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for them.
Football is a really stupid sport, though.
It is. I enjoy watching it, but it's really stupid.
Yeah. Like, I enjoy watching a lot of things that I think are morally reprehensible.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can admit that I shouldn't be watching them.
Gun Street Wiring Shop represents a brand new approach to the guitar wiring market. From their nothing is impossible philosophy to their community first attitude, Gun Street Wiring Shop is the premier maker of guitar wiring harnesses. Based in Central Oregon, Gun Street only does one thing: make your guitar sound and play better. Bored with your standard switching? Gun Street. Need more options? Gun Street. Looking to nail that classic tone? Gun Street. You want to try something that's never been done before? Gun Street. Sean's always coming up with new circuit designs. He's always down to make something special to fit your exact needs. So hit him up now, gunstreetwiringshop.com. Turn your SG into an OMG, your Les Paul into a More Paul, your Telecaster into a Telestar Blaster. And as always, members of the Street Crew get an extra discount at everything at gunstreetwiringshop.com. Oh, guys, there's something that just happened. Some recent news came out.
Recent news.
So you know how
Recent
Gibson,
news, you say?
how Gibson recently hired this guy Mark Agnesi.
I think it's Agnesi.
Okay,
That's
you're
not
probably right. Remember, they hired him to be. What did they hire him to be? He's like the director of.
He's the director of being a butt dart.
No, he's like the director of like customer experience or something like that.
Yeah.
Customer experience. What a great title.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just recently they came out with this video that he made where he he basically threatens other builders, and he's like warning copycatters and saying like, we're going to come after you. And all this crazy stuff. He's like, he starts talking about like play authentic is like the words that he uses. And he keeps saying like,
oh yeah, I just saw
all
that.
of these things are
like right now.
yes,
video just
people
came
just started
out.
talking about it. Yeah, there's a video, and he's like on YouTube talking about. Oh, he's director of brand experience.
That's a fake job.
I've never seen this video. Can you send me a link?
I think it's on YouTube. I think it like popped up on there the last couple of
Gibson
days.
posted it. It was like an advertisement.
Yeah, so he
Advertising
talks for like he's like looking directly at the camera, and then like the camera turns and looks at his face. Like there's different camera angles, but he's always facing the same way, you know? So sometimes it's like side view, sometimes it's head on. And he's like, if you steal any of our ideas, like if you take our logo or if you take our headstock design, we're coming for you. You've been warned. And then right after that, he's like, but if you are making movies and you want to partner with us, we want you to do that.
Yeah, and the best part is he mentions, he's like, and people will put like electrical tape over the logo, which by the way isn't enough.
That's
like,
not
we can
enough,
still
fool.
we can still sue you even if you put electrical tape over the logo.
Yeah, you're still going down. I think here, let me.
We should weigh
send
in
you
on this because
video,
I haven't really
Phil.
seen.
I don't know why no one's talking about it. Maybe it's just too recent. Like they haven't. Like
Yeah,
all that stuff will
they
probably
probably
come out in
just
the next
haven't seen
week or so. But yeah, I'm surprised. Usually, people on forums would be like all up in arms about that.
But it's like Gibson, like people, you give Gibson a pass because they tend to do right by their customers and stuff like that.
That's
so
true. That's true. Yeah, I mean
They
they have
made-
like a really good history of
Making
like
good
making
decisions.
things really well and having good decisions, and like people respect them, and their quality control and all that stuff is just on point.
Oh, did I
So-
tell you I'm getting one of those auto, like the E-Tune? I'm getting one installed on my Equits.
Oh, no way.
pretty excited.
The robot tuner things?
Yeah, those are great.
Dude, I
There's
like
no
the thing that I
downside.
like about those is that like the tuners are robotic, so even if you tried to change it, you can't because it's like locked in.
And not
What?
and you can change it manually, but it has like this insane gear ratio, so it take you like 5 minutes to tune it down a half step.
But why would you do that when you can just push a button?
Exactly. You don't need to.
Aaron, should I watch this video right now or no?
Can you watch it and narrate what you're watching?
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay,
though,
Cole.
For real.
Cole,
Phil,
sync it up.
Phil actually hasn't seen this video.
Can we all press
I
play
literally
at the same time?
I didn't care when. Okay, full disclosure, we're having a little fun.
We're
having
having
a little
a
fun.
laugh. We're taking the piss out of Gibson a little bit.
We're taking the piss, and we're
we understand
giving
that it was a big deal for a while on the internet.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why are you pulling back the curtain?
I'm just saying.
You're breaking the fourth
wearing
wall,
pants.
Phil.
I'm not wearing pants.
But I really have not watched the video, and
we'll watch it. Let's watch it. We'll watch it together.
Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here from Gibson Guitars.
Hey everybody, Mark here from Gibson Guitars.
Guys, you can't. I can hear it on your mics. Are you not wearing headphones? What the heck's wrong with you people?
do you want me to watch it and comment on me watching it or not?
Not really. It's like 4 minutes long. That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long video. We can't do that
It's
live.
3.5 minutes. Okay, I said should I
3.5
actually
minutes
watch
is
it
like
right
4
now?
minutes,
And
Phil.
Aaron said yes.
I know,
so
and then I
turned it
changed
on.
my mind. It's 3 minutes and 37 seconds, which is like 4 minutes. Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's not 4 minutes, but it's like it.
Why'd you say that, Aaron?
Because it is like it. It's
Wait,
similar, not the same.
Are you trying to make a joke about the other day when I said that's like $5 a piece, and you said no, it's $4?
No, we're making
and
a joke
something?
about how you said 10 seconds
No.
ago. He said it's like 4 minutes, and you said no, it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds, which is like 4
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
So no, we didn't have
didn't
to
hear
call
him say
back
that.
to previous ridiculousness because we had current ridiculousness.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you, of course, like every episode, by Sinusoid Pro Audio Couture. I first heard of Sinusoid a million years ago when they introduced their sliver patch cables. Up until that point, you basically had two options for patch cables. You had really big things that took up a ton of space, or you had solderless cables, which are sometimes unreliable. People have weird feelings about them. But the sliver kind of melded those two things together and gave us a new generation of patch cable. It's essentially the smallest soldered connector around, which makes it perfect for almost every situation, whether you're a home musician, a touring, working muso, a studio player, or you just want your board to look good. The sliver is there. It's tiny, it's reliable, it's pretty dang close to being the perfect patch cable. They also come in lots of fun colors. You can give an orange, green, red, yellow, blue, or the tried and true black. If you haven't tried them yet, check them out. Sinusoid.com. Look for the slivers. They really are the coolest patch cables around. Guys, there's this guitar out there that I have seen that I really think is cool, and it's called the Ernie Ball Albert Lee. But it's I don't like the regular ones, but I like this one that's the Albert Lee Ball Family Reserve. And it's like all gold. And the hardware is gold. And I don't normally like gold hardware on guitars, and I don't normally like this body shape, but I like them together. I'm going to send you a picture, and I have a feeling that you're both going to hate it. But click on that link.
Okay. Click in the link.
Tell me what you
Click
think.
in the link.
Ball Family Reserve.
It's like
Ball.
I know.
Ball in the family. Is that
Dude.
a thing?
I like that neck.
All in the family is a thing.
I do not like that body shape.
But it looks kind of cool in gold. Sparkle, don't you think?
I feel like this looks like a really cool guitar for someone to draw on the cartoon, The Jetsons.
Oh, the cartoon, The Jetsons?
Oh, not the real life one, the live action Jetsons.
Nope, the cartoon. For someone to draw on the cartoon.
It's so
The Jetsons.
close.
So like someone on the Jetsons cartoon would draw this guitar.
No, they like take the actual film of the show and then they draw on it.
Just draw it on top. So if you're watching it like in a theater, it just pops up like
One
Fight Club
frame.
style,
Yeah.
like one frame of this guitar.
Just kind of like that. Kind of like that, yes.
I'm into that. I think that's a good idea, actually. I'm with you 100%.
Good.
I actually see the one I really like. I think Ernie Ball does the roasted maple necks right. Like they do them well.
Yeah.
But I would like this more if it had a more traditional neck on it.
Interesting.
Like that's the thing in that, like just looking at the guitar itself, that's the thing that sticks out to me is the neck. Because I actually really like the body.
It's kind of cool, right?
Maybe I'd like it better with chrome hardware.
Maybe if it had like block inlays or something in it.
Yeah, like if it had like freaking big old like trapezoid or block inlays.
See, I feel like the gold hardware actually works on this, where it doesn't work
Maybe
on
so.
most guitars. But
Yeah, I mean the guitar is gold, so.
yeah,
Oh, and the pickups are gold too. I guess they're
Yeah,
kind
it's all
of
gold.
look aged.
they're a little less brilliant. Well, the
Yeah.
gold hardware looks like really brassy, kind of. Doesn't actually look like gold.
Yeah.
It's like rose gold almost. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway.
I honestly like it a lot. It's pretty.
I think it's cool.
I'd play the crap out of that guitar.
So
I really do want
I
a
like
Music Man.
one thing that I like is that like the arm cutout, like the cutaway, the contour or
Yeah.
whatever, the line of that, like where
Yeah.
it bends, so to speak, lines up perfectly with the horn. It's like a
Yeah,
straight
like
line all the
upper
way
horn,
across.
Yeah, it's just a continuous line that goes all the way
Yeah,
down.
it's really cool. It makes it look really cool.
It is a cool design. I like it a lot. That upper horn, I mean, it's kind of the opposite of the Equits, where like the lower horn is more rounded and the upper horn is pointy, and the Equits is kind
Yeah.
of the other way around. But I do like
love it.
that. Huh. What
glad
if you could
Phil
have
hates
one
it.
Music Man? See, I think I like the idea of the St. Vincent guitar, but I just don't think. I think it would be too small for me.
The St.
And it would
Vincent.
look weird. Like
Yeah,
everything that it is
see that.
designed to be, I am not. I'm like I'm a big fat man and not like.
I like it a
small
lot.
man.
I've played it, and it. So, have you played like a Mustang?
Are you saying that your ergonomics are not in the same places that the guitar was designed for?
Exactly. My ergonomics.
Have you played
Actually,
a Mustang?
I have.
Because
But
those
not
feel
very
small
much,
to me,
though.
but the Ernie Ball doesn't.
Have you noticed the
it still
St.
has its full
Vincent is
scale
the
length, I
same
guess.
way with the contours?
No, but it makes sense.
Like, look at this. Maybe it's just the lighting on this one. So if you look at the St. Vincent model, it looks like the two lines from both of the horns actually kind of continue down through the body.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Dude, that's cool.
I do. The look of that St. Vincent model is so freaking cool.
Which one? I think it looks so good. I think the cool thing about it is that it looks good in like different colors. So
Yeah.
like the futuristic ones look really cool, but then also the burst one. Have you seen the sunburst one?
Yeah.
It looks really
No.
cool in sunburst.
Especially
What-
because they
what
do
pickguard
cool
color?
stuff. Like they do crazy.
white,
Just
like,
black?
It's a white pick guard.
Really?
Yeah. It's like very traditional styling, but because of the guitar, it looks cool. It's like not. It's a really cool mix mashup of like that to me is like the Jetsons guitar.
There's a Blueburst one that looks really good too.
Oh no way. I really like the ones with the 3 mini humbuckers in them too. I think
Yeah.
probably if I was going to get any Ernie Ball Music Man guitar, it would be maybe one of those.
Man, I don't know. I really like this Albert Lee. There's another like orange. This orange Albert Lee. It's like dual humbucker with a trem. Like I have no need for a trem, but holy crap, that thing looks rad.
What's
So-
the I would not get the whatever something sport. The what's the one? The one that that Eddie Van Halen one.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I'm not a fan of that one.
Plus Music Man is like the best musical ever.
Dude, that's true. 76 trombones. Excuse me. 76 trombones led the big parade with 112 cornets right behind.
Ooh, the Blue Burst, is that like a sparkle?
It looks like it.
Yes.
It's really good.
Ooh.
How do you guys feel about the James Valentine model from Ernie
My
Ball?
brother has one, and I really like it. He has like that,
Yeah?
the nice, fancy one.
The Music
make-
Man one.
They make. Like,
They have the Sterling version too, yeah.
What did you say?
They have the Sterling version.
Sterling, yeah.
Yeah.
So he has
which are
like
like
the
significantly
he has
cheaper.
like the cream colored one.
Okay.
It's really nice. And the necks on them, see, that's the one thing. A lot of times I like the feel of a neck initially, and then as I play it more, I don't like it as much. Like that's how some matte finish necks are. Like they feel great for a second, and then once your hand gets sweaty and stuff, they don't. And I wonder if it would be like that. Like I'd like to have one and play it for a whole jam sesh. I don't know if you guys know. I'm a working muso, so I got to make sure it works like in a real life
Dude,
situation.
Phil got paid like $12,000 the other day.
Yeah, it feels like an actual working muso, which kind of pisses me off.
Oh, that orange one is cool.
Yeah, the orange Albert Lee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude.
Orange Crush.
I
And
think
the
the St.
pickguard
Vincent
follows
with
the
the
line,
3
too. I
pickups
actually like
was
that.
the standard one. And they came
Originally,
out with,
that's the original one, yeah.
yeah, they came out with the HH after the fact, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't like the Petrucci. I don't like the...
No.
I kind of like just the basic shape of the Stingray and Music Man one.
Yeah,
the Cutlass.
The Stingray is cool looking. The Cutlass is too much like a strap, but
with the two humbuckers, I like it a lot. Like I think that Dustin Kendry one is one of the coolest guitars that's come out in the last few years.
and
I guess all
he's someone
their
who actually
signature models have
uses-
been doing really well.
like he probably uses stuff more live than he does or on the record. Like he does a lot of cool guitar stuff. He messes
That's true.
around with a lot of different pickup. Guys, he does cool stuff with his guitar.
With his,
Can I
He
just
does a
say
lot
this?
of cool guitar stuff with his guitar.
Like he has that crazy, I want to say it's a Jaguar, but it's some kind of offset
Yeah, it's a Jag.
with like a million different, pickup switching options and crap like that.
I feel like the Ernie Ball basically is that.
Yeah, that's...
Or it's like those options, but like on a production guitar.
Yeah. But it's also, like, it's weird that it has a bunch of options, but then it's kind of minimalist because it has, like, the concentric pot. So it has volume and tone, but it looks just like it has one knob and a switch, basically.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I do think I like the Albert Lee more than any other of the guitars.
Interesting.
Is this
Very
stash it,
interesting.
mash it, trash it for the...
Dude.
But the James Valentine is killer, though. Like, it's
I'm not super into the look of it, but I would imagine
neither.
that it's like feels really good and plays really good.
And that was like at NAMM. Clint went to NAMM and like was fully on board with getting a St. Vincent, and he played. He stayed at that booth for a while playing all the different models, and that was the one he came away liking the most by far. He was like, "Well, I wanted a St. Vincent one, but now I want a Valentine."
That's funny. It's hilarious.
Isn't that a great anecdote?
It's a great anecdote.
I wanted
You guys
one.
are jerks.
I want the
You guys
other.
are jerks.
I thought I wanted this, but I really wanted
What's
that.
the deal with St. Vincent? And he wanted some Jell-O pudding pops too, but that's a different story. Oh man, the orange one has. So they do like different ones every month. Is that the deal?
Who? The Ball Family Reserve?
Yeah,
That I do not know.
yeah. So it looks like they had one from April 19, February 19. So it looks like every few
Okay.
months they come out with a new collection.
And did they put out like, dude? Some of the bases look really cool.
Yeah, I wish the Joe Dart one was not just natural color. Because I love Joe Dart.
Oh, the Axis. That
when are they
guitar
gonna
is
make a Joe
my
Dirt
least
guitar?
favorite guitar. A Joe Dirt guitar?
That movie always reminds me. I had this companion on my mission who every time anyone would say, "No, I'm cool," he'd say, "No, you're not." Because that's from...
Wait, is this
That's from
you
Joe
knock on
Dart.
the door and somebody answers it and they say and you say,
Yeah.
hello.
You want to talk
Would
about
you like
Jesus?
to hear-
You're like, "No, I'm cool." He's like, "No, you're not." That would be great if that was the context. Holy crap.
Oh, dude.
They only
That's
made
really cool.
75 of those orange Albert Lees.
This cool one is the light translucent gold St. Vincent, which basically looks like those old Koa Explorers.
Oh yeah.
And they made 23 of
Or
those.
Carina,
That's
you
freaking
mean?
Cool. Carina, yeah.
Yeah, dude,
I
I
do mean
love that color.
That's really cool.
And they made those Carina. I had a Carina Epiphone Explorer. That thing was killer.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Who did
that
it kill?
does look like Carina. It looked better with a black pick guard, I bet. No, I don't know. I do like it.
Maybe.
Dang, I just want this orange Valentine. It's only $3,100.
Oh, dude.
I should treat
Yeah.
myself.
Heck yeah. Why do
The
you not
weird
already
thing-
have that?
Look at the case. The case it comes in looks like it's, I guess it's an Ernie Ball case, but it looks like it's made to fit like every body shape they have. So it only fits tightly against like 5% of the guitar. That's weird.
That is
I'm
weird.
sorry, I don't know if you guys mentioned this. Did you guys see the gray sparkle St. Vincent? Did you talk about this already?
No.
The one with black hardware?
There's one that's a gray sparkle burst.
Yeah. Does it have
with
black
a white
hardware?
pick guard? Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Oh,
There's another
yeah,
one
that
with a
is cool.
that's not a burst.
I like the stealth model one that's just all black. I think
Yeah.
that one looks cool.
It's like those. Remember those Gothic Gibsons?
Yeah. I actually really wanted one of those.
And it kind of looks like one of those too because they had skulls, I think. Or what
No,
did they,
it
or
had-
like radioactive
like-
symbols?
I don't think they had anything. I think it was blank, but they had like a thing on the 12th fret that was like a moon and a star or something like
That's
that.
right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So this kind of
Like a
because it
crescent
has
moon
like
with a
the
star
little
in the middle of
infinity
it.
symbol, or I don't know if that's like a Saint
Yeah.
Vincent thing.
I think that's her thing, yeah.
Yeah, because it's on the other ones.
The two
too.
rings. That's cool. But that I can't get over that burst one, the sunburst.
Yeah,
I don't even like sunburst.
and Sunburst doesn't like you.
I know. We do not get along. We're like Phil and Mark Johnston. It's like just enemies. Mortal enemies. Phil, speaking of you, what do you got
Yes.
for us today?
Well, I have a game.
Oh, dang. I had no idea.
Is that
Oh,
what you're talking about?
word.
It is. That is what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. That's what I'm talking about.
I have a game, but I haven't decided if I'm going to share it with you. Maybe I'll just play it by myself.
Okay.
Can
Just
you
kidding.
turn up your headphones though, so we can hear it a tiny bit through your mic? So angry.
Okay. This is everyone's now second favorite, the Gear Slum game. Guess that pedal review.
There was a lot of like
Don't worry. It's not my second favorite. It's still my third favorite.
we're kind of exposing
Always will be.
a sad amount of like vitriol here. I'm sorry
what?
that people
What?
like Aaron's game, Phil.
I love
Doesn't
both.
mean
I
that
love
you're
Phil's game.
I love that people love Aaron's game.
I've decided that despite the fact that you consistently try to steal points from me, that I'm still pretty good at your game, and I still enjoy it.
Good. I don't
You
try
lose
to
every
steal
week,
them
but I
from
guess
you.
you're good.
Yeah, I lose all the time, but I still have fun. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, because it's not about winning or losing.
It's not about winnering.
It's about it's about how you play the game.
What is that from? Oh, Mighty Ducks. Just kidding.
Is that what that's from?
It's not worth winning if you can't win big. Is from the Mighty Ducks.
That's
Oh.
pretty good.
And then
It's not worth playing if you can't win.
and fear does not exist in this dojo
Yes.
is also relevant to this game.
Yes. Also from the Karate
Also
Kid.
from Mighty Ducks.
This game also from Mighty Ducks. This game is called Fear Does Not Exist in This Dojo. Pedal review. All right, so the first review.
It kind of petered out towards the end there, Phil. I got to be honest.
I know
That name kind of, you had me and then you
'Kay.
lost me.
This review is by Arman. It is a 3-star review, and it is titled "No Thank You, Pedal Brand Name." And the review is as follows: August 18th, 2013. I really wanted to like this pedal because my favorite player, Marty Friedman, used one, and the first 30 minutes I used it, I did. Then
He did use it, or
I put it side by
He used
side
one, and the first 30
with
minutes
my
I used it. I used
Ibanez other pedal and my other pedal, and
mother pedal,
even compared it to my
other pedal.
Mother pedal.
Tech 21's amp distortion, all of which were notably cleaner than this pedal, and I think I'm sticking with my Ibanez pedal name. Like people say about other brand name pedals, this one is nasally, muddy, and slightly noisier than the distortions I mentioned.
How can it be nasally
it
and
kind of
muddy?
reminds me of my pedal name in the fact that it's muddy and nasally, but luckily not as compressed and inorganic. Maybe Marty
Oh my gosh, I want to punch
gets
this
it
person.
to work with his shorter scale length guitars. Mine is 25.5 Ibanez with American V2 pickup, but I've tried the pedals with my Seymour JB also. An excellent guitar techs. Overall, the pedal is not horrible.
In case you were worried
as
that it was a setup
pedal
issue.
brand at least has that much consistency and of course is durable, but really no matter what you're looking for, I suggest you look elsewhere, especially at this price.
So it's some kind of tube screamer.
Can we agree that the terms nasally and muddy seem to be opposed?
I think nasally has to do more with like the mid hump, but it could still be muddy. Like it could still, I think, note.
Are you saying that because noses have like a curve to them usually, like in the middle of your face?
No, I'm
Yes,
saying
your
because
face is mid hump.
nasally is like the tonal thing, and
Okay, I
muddy
get-
to me is like note separation, but
Okay, in my mind, muddy means like
too bassy.
too much low end. Yeah,
Yeah. But I think that's probably not how he's using it here.
tube AC.
Especially a lot of tube screamers have that really soft kind of distortion, so they kind of make everything feel like.
Yeah, like you lose articulation, maybe.
Yeah, yes, that's what I think.
Which is what you want sometimes. Like it's not inherently a bad thing, but it can be.
not necessarily
That's
for
not
metal, probably.
Yeah, like it's not always a bad thing, but yes, you could say that it's muddy.
So when you said Marty Friedman, for some reason I thought that was
You said Marty,
country.
right?
I thought that was a country player,
It's Marty, yes.
but it's not. It's the dude from Megadeth.
Everyone knows that.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But
I
now
thought
do.
it was
So
talking about
now-
I thought he was talking about Martin Short.
So
'Cause they
now
call
we
him
all
Marty,
know it.
Marty Short sometimes. I didn't know off the top of my head that it was the guy from Megadeth. I just want to put that out there. I feel bad for lying.
I know. I thought you were talking about Martin
Guys,
Friedman, the
we
actor.
need to stop. We need to stop lying.
I didn't lie. I told you right away that I didn't know who he was, and I
the
looked
lie
it up.
isn't the friendship, despite what you might say, Aaron.
The lie isn't the friendship.
You're always trying to say the lie is the friendship, and I don't agree with that. Okay,
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was
Sorry,
like,
that
what are you
was
talking
too-
about?
I'm
That was a deep
I'm on
cut.
I'm on a downward spiral right now. I just need
You're
to
going
get
full
this back.
Bonnie right now.
Is it a?
I just want you to know I never loved this podcast.
We stay.
guys are
Aaron.
good
That's what we
hosts,
do.
but I
That's
never
what we
loved this
do.
podcast.
We stay. We podcast. That's what we do. We podcast.
All right. I'm podcasting in a bathroom at a bar right now.
I actually rented a second apartment and moved in there
Okay.
so I could podcast.
So I'm assuming it's some kind of boutique Tube Screamer clone. Is it from Keeley?
Nope.
Is it a boutique brand?
Nope.
Oh, Blues Driver.
Nope.
Is it a Voodoo Labs Sparkle Drive?
Nope.
Phil, you got to stop that. I just can't handle it.
Is it the KDHK Ghoul Screamer?
Nah.
I hate you so much. Is it a Tube Screamer clone?
I don't know the answer.
Does
to
the
that.
ad reference Tube Screamers?
No.
I mean, not the ad, but the review that you read.
the title.
Does the review that you read reference Tube
The
Screamers?
word Tomb Screamer is never mentioned in this person's negative review, nor is
Does it say Overdrive in it in the review?
it in the title of the pedal. It does say that.
What about in the review?
Let me. No. Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, and the title of the
Okay.
pedal
Wait.
it says
Sorry.
Overdrive?
Sorry. It on the surface of the pedal itself, there is the word overdrive is not used in the name or anywhere.
But like in the
on-
listing, it says something
one
something
cares about
overdrive pedal.
But it is an overdrive pedal. We can all agree on that.
Do you have any overdrives?
We've already established that some people, when they post their wares on Amazon, they don't put the right
Yeah,
thing.
true.
They're
What
more
color
rights.
is it?
It is the base
Mm-hmm.
color is black.
And what other colors are present?
Metal and white.
Are the knobs white or are the knobs metal?
The knobs are neither of those.
What color are the knobs?
The knobs are black.
Okay. The foot switch is metal?
Does it say metal in the name of the pedal?
It does not say metal in the name of
Does
the
it have a metal foot switch or does it have a kind of like hinged foot switch?
Big rubbery one.
Yeah. Does it grow a big rubbery one?
Just answer the
majority-
question, Phil.
The majority of the foot switch is metal, but there are other.
Is it a Boss SD1? Oh no, that's not. That's not black with white. Is it a Boss pedal?
Is it an MT2?
Aaron, it is.
Is it the Boss Power Driver?
No.
Is it a?
Is that even a thing? I think
Did you just make up a pedal?
I think that's a pedal.
Is it one of the metal zones?
No, it's black with white, he said.
Oh. What's that?
Is it that like power stack thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
3 points for Cole.
That's supposed to like sound like a Marshall stack, I think, right?
It is called the Power Stack ST2.
Oh, I see. It has that metal plate on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an interesting. Somebody posted
right.
one of those for sale. I think it's actually kind of gold on the. Isn't it kind of brass?
This one looks silver. I think they're
Depending on the angle, I wasn't. That's why I was unsure. That's
Yeah,
why I said
yeah.
metal and not chrome.
yeah.
Because I couldn't. It looks kind of brass from the angle of the picture I'm looking at, but I couldn't tell if that was just.
Is
angle.
there like another one? There's like another one.
There's another one
I
that's
think-
like
But
that.
if it's
but
a
like
Marshall, then it
shiny.
makes sense that they would use brass, right?
Yeah, but I don't think. I think it's like supposed to be different kinds of amps altogether.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like it's not specifically.
There's another one I think that's similar that has gold. Like I think they're different pedals.
Well, I think there's another one that just has like an actual chrome, like shiny chrome background behind the knobs too.
Maybe.
You
Oh, the metal
kinda threw
core
me
also
off.
has that.
I in my mind, like you forget the fact that the entire face of the pedal, like in my mind, the rubbery part was the foot switch,
Right, it's just
but
a
it's
little
actually
pad
the
on
whole
foot
part
switch.
where
Yeah, you're like, is the foot switch web? And I was like,
it's
no.
mostly metal. Jerk.
I knew you were gonna get mad at me.
No,
for-
I'm not mad at you.
Just answer the question.
Because honestly,
All
in
right.
my mind, the hinge, like on Boss pedals, the hinge was like right at the top of the rubber part, but in reality, it's like right below the knobs. You know, it's the whole face of the pedal that hinges up, basically.
Yeah, you're right. Good job, Cole. Good job figuring that one out. What's next?
I'm sure I earned that. I'm sure I earned that somewhere. Oh, and I was saying that's interesting that you think that. What did I do to deserve that? But probably a lot of things.
If you play a stringed instrument, you owe it to yourself to check out the Gabriel Tenorio String Company. Every string from Gabriel features a round core, fully hand-wound, one at a time in Gabrielle's shop on a machine he designed himself to make sure you get the best, most consistent tone from your guitar. Gabrielle makes strings for electric and acoustic guitar, bass, mandolin, uke, bass six, banjo, and just about anything else you can think of strumming or plucking. Each set is specifically designed for your instrument to bring out the sound you always wanted to get out of it. Check out the all-nickel strings for a classic, mellow tone that feels broken in from day one and just gets better over time. I've had them on my telly for a little over a year now, and I just now feel like I need to replace them. I promise you, if you try these strings, you'll never want to play another brand again. Join the string cult today at thegts.co.
Okay. This next pedal review.
You're white. You get a lot of things you don't deserve.
I'm white.
Boom.
Of course I
Roasted.
do.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm white.
And
next?
go.
Okay. This next review is by Davo.
Davo.
That's Steve-O's brother.
And
Yeah.
Yes.
Steve-O, Davo.
Steve-O, their last name is O. Steve O. Dave O. Okay, this has an autofill title, so I'm not going to read it because it gives things away. And it is 1-star review, March 20th, 2017.
That's 2017 for those of you who don't say 2000.
Okay. I just sent this brand name unit back for a refund. Unfortunately, both the pedal effect function did not work. This item is obviously being designed and sold by a marketing company and not a company concerned about quality guitar products.
Is this JHS?
I worked for a bathroom scale company that moved their manufacturing
brag.
to China from the USA, and they had over a 30% product failure rate in the digital scale and decided to let their customers do their quality control checking for them, like brand name is doing here with these Chinese-made pedal effect units. By the way, the scale company is not in business today. Read all the reviews on this item. There seems to be a pattern starting.
There does. Wait, is this review from Builder Bobby? He seems to
Chinese,
really hate
it's crap.
China. Is that the whole review?
Yep, that's the review.
Oh,
All right.
man. Is it TC Electronics?
Interesting.
It is not.
Is it Boss?
It is not Boss.
Boss,
Is it,
Boss pedals aren't made in China now, are they?
No, they're mostly Taiwan, I think.
Yeah, and they've been Taiwan since like the 90s for the most part.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's not Boss.
I know. He's just telling me why my guess
Oh,
was
sorry,
dumb.
we're having a conversation, Phil.
He's trying to tell me why.
I'm sorry that our
saying
conversation
Boss
interrupted your
was
podcast.
Stupid.
Listen. You're not the podcast is a podcast. You're interrupting my game, and there's a timer on the game.
Oh,
There
crap.
is.
Sorry,
and the
I forgot
seconds
about
are
the timer.
slipping through your fingers.
The seconds are slipping through my fingers?
Yeah.
Through my fingers or between my fingers?
That old saying, as they always say,
Straight through.
as they always
Through
say,
my
the seconds
fingers.
are slipping through your fingers. They move. So the pedal company isn't in business anymore?
No, the scale company's not in business, he said.
Yeah.
That is such
This
a weird,
review-
like,
He's literally half of the words in this review
Are
are him talking about his job.
freaking bathroom sit, which of like all the things, like, you know, iPhones are made in China, right? You freaking dummy. Like, they're able to manufacture amazing things just because your bathroom scale company couldn't do it right.
So is this a Chinese company or a company that moved production to China?
It sounds like they moved production to China.
That's what it
I know
sounds
that's
like,
what he's
but
saying,
I think it's a
but
false
I
parallel.
have never heard of this company anything other than China.
Yeah, that's what I think. I feel like he's just
Oh,
saying
okay.
that
Yeah,
because that's
yeah,
his
yeah.
only other experience with Chinese-made products.
So
apparently.
it's like freaking
It's like Joyo or something.
Mua.
Is it Joyo?
It is not Joyo.
Is it
Mua?
Joyo?
It is not anything that starts with a J.
Is it Joey O? Brother
It
of
is not
Steve-O
Mua.
and Dave-O?
Can't print What's the Tone City?
It is not Tone
Is
City.
it Moore?
It is not Mua.
Is it Eno?
No.
Is
Is
it
it
one?
something
Is
that
it
we
is
should
it
know?
some company of that ilk? Like that?
I-
like that's only
I
known,
don't feel like it is.
like it's only these Chinese mini pedals that you can basically buy on Amazon, and it takes a month and a half to ship because it ships directly.
But
from
they all look exactly the same,
Yeah.
and they're just different. It is not. I do not know this brand to be doing that.
Okay. Is it
Is
Electro-Harmonics?
this a well-known brand that you
No.
could like walk into Guitar Center and buy?
Chinese brand?
I know that you are both familiar with this brand. I don't know if.
Well, let's talk about the pedal then. What?
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
What does it look
absolutely
like? What
nothing
color is
about it? Is it a guitar effects pedal?
How many
Yes.
foot switches does it have?
It has 2.
What color is it?
Black.
How many knobs does it have?
Great question. It has 7 knobs.
Is it a
Still loves-
dual effect?
Talking about knobs.
And if you were listening closely, I said effect and effect. Yes, there are
Yes,
2.
double effects. So each foot switch
Is it
controls a
dual?
different effect.
Yes.
Has any of us owned this pedal?
Is it
I
a
don't-
visual
I don't
sound
think
XO
I will say this.
Oh,
or
yeah.
True
I
Tone
know
XO?
all 3 of us are familiar with this brand, but I did not know this pedal existed.
Is it a True Tone XO?
It is not a True Tone pedal.
Is it a visual sound pedal?
It is not a visual sign pedal.
What's that?
It's not a visual sign pedal, he said. Seinfeld. It's not a visual Seinfeld. What color is the printing on this black pedal?
White.
Are either of the 2 effects an overdrive, distortion, or fuzz?
No.
Ooh, is it a reverb and tremolo?
Yes.
Oh, is it the Boo? Is it the Deluxe Plus,
No.
Mr. Black?
That
No.
doesn't have white on it. And it also, well, the deluxe.
Yeah,
The
it
Deluxe-
does, Aaron.
No,
The
it's
Deluxe
like
Plus
has like a
it has some white on it.
has like a palm tree scene on it, in like
Yeah, it has a
sea
little bit of
foam.
white on it.
Okay, maybe, but the deluxe plus only has 1 foot switch,
The Deluxe
And
Plus
only-
Plus. That's what I
but
meant.
neither of them have 7 knobs.
I'm not as obsessed with knobs as you guys are. I can't always remember the knobs.
Well, it's just because you have more knob experience than we do, so
It all just blurs. All the knobs
it's
just
all
blur
blurred together. Yeah, I still take each knob.
It's just like knobs flying at my
each
face.
knob is still special to me.
It's like it's a McFlurry of knobs.
Is the case like painted like a paint color, or is it like black metallic color? You know what I mean?
I'm going to say it is painted
Okay,
like a paint color.
it's not a Fender pedal, is it?
No.
Oh, is it Digitech or DoD?
No.
Dunlop?
No.
MXR?
No.
RMX?
No.
DMX?
No.
XFM? XFL?
No. No.
Is it
AFL?
Sirius XM?
JFL?
It's
Just
not the
West?
Puppy Bowl, is it?
What?
Puppy Bowl?
Nothing. It's not the Puppy Bowl.
Oh, is it the Bud Bowl? Remember the Bud Bowl?
Oh.
When it was
Is this
Budweiser
is it
against Bud
lingerie
Light?
football
You guys
league?
remember?
Yeah, dude, I remember that. That was stupid. Is
Shoot
it
down.
Bud Light with lime?
Limerita.
Oh, is it the Strawberryta? Phil, it's okay. Don't be mad.
I'm not mad.
I know. I have no idea what it is.
What did you say to me the other day and then said immediately, don't murder me. Please don't murder me.
I sent you like a comment that
yeah.
I made, and you're like, "What's the OP?" And I said, It means original post.
OP is the original post. I'm so angry.
So dumb.
Crap. Is
I
we don't even know
cannot
who makes this pedal yet. It's not a Boss pedal. It's a reverb and tremolo. Is it a Strymon Flint?
No.
Good guess.
He said cheap Chinese.
You said
No.
cheap Chinese?
Nobody said cheap Chinese.
No, the review did.
Well,
That's true.
the Strymon stuff is manufactured in China, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but it's not cheap.
Dang it!
Is it it's not a Tone City?
It's not a Tone City.
Who makes those like amp in a box pedals? Is that Tone City that makes like the ones that
AMT? Are you talking about AMT?
the ones that Andertons is always reviewing?
Yeah, those are Tone City.
Those the amp in a box ones are?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Dude, what the F?
We still haven't guessed.
We know nothing about it other than it's black and has 7 knobs.
Oh, man.
We don't know what the effects
and
are.
it's cheap.
It's cheap.
And made in China.
It's made in China.
Is it
a fairly
has 2 effects.
Is it a recent pedal?
I am not
Is
sure.
it a company
but
that like is consistently putting out new pedals?
Is it a Hotone?
I did not know that this company made pedals until like within the last year or so.
Oh, jeez.
But
What
it
else
was
do
it was
they
a
make?
brand,
Other kinds of electronics?
But it was a brand I was very familiar with, and all of you are too.
What else do they make?
Do we own things from said brand?
One of the 3 of us does, yes.
What?
Is it Zoom?
No.
Is it a PV?
No.
One of the 3 of us? It's not MXR?
I hate you so
No,
much.
because you would have known they made pedals. What?
Is it Line 6? Oh, you knew they made pedals.
No.
What else do they make? What is this company most known for?
Amps?
Oh, is it a Vox?
No.
Blackstar?
No.
Is it an
White Star?
Egnator?
That's a good guess. What?
Egnator?
Oh,
No.
Blackstar is a good guess. Is it? No, I'm out.
Is
I
it a
quit.
Bad Cat?
Can I withdraw?
No.
What? It's not Fender. You already said that, right?
Correct. I already
not
said
Marshall?
it is not Fender.
Or is Marshall?
It is not Marshall.
What other amps do we own? Cole, what amps do you own?
Oh, I just own a deluxe reverb. I don't have a lot of amp. I mean,
Phil, what amps do you own? Phil, what amps do you own?
What amps do I own?
Yes.
I personally own a Fender Blues Jr.
Okay.
and a bunch of weird, no-name, funky things, and
It's not
a
VHT.
VHT.
Oh, I guessed it before you
VHT
said
pedal.
it. Let the record show. I guessed VHT before you said it.
Yeah, but what is it called?
I didn't even know you had. VHT has a tremolo reverb pedal.
Yes, they do.
What is happening?
I guess because like their amps don't have it, so they made it like to supplement that.
Do their amps not
I
have
think
it
that's
in
why,
general? Okay,
yes.
that makes sense. It's almost like instead of having a
It's
foot
that-
switch for tremolo and
That
reverb, we
mellow
just made a whole
verb
pedal.
thing. Is that what we're looking at?
But this pedal does not have good reviews, and
Oh, it's called mellow verb. Is that the one?
But
Mellow
I hate
verb,
that
yes.
because it's not tremolo. It's
I
tremolo.
know it should be.
It should be
Is
called
that what the
molo
reviews
verb.
say? Like it should be called the molo verb.
that's what he's mad about. Yes.
That's what I'm mad about.
That's what I'm at. I'm gonna go review
That's
it right
ridiculous.
now. Call it the molo verb,
ridiculous.
you idiots.
Mellow verb.
Okay, I love when we get like you've answered all of our questions exactly right and all the answers make sense, and yet at the time,
Well,
I
I
guess
had
it's
never
because
heard of this
those
pedal
guys-
I
before.
guess it's because I didn't know VHT made pedals.
Right, and like 5 minutes ago, I said that. I said I did not know that.
but in my mind,
Yeah.
that was like, oh, that was like a gap in your knowledge, not a gap in like the shared knowledge of the
in
universe.
everyone's knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like every human being on the planet. It's so wild, and it's $100.
They also have a delay in the same box.
I love
It has-
that this. Oh my gosh, this guy's review. I worked for a bathroom scale company, but like, what aspect? It's not like VHT.
Well, that's his.
It's not like VHT had some reputation for these are like great American built pedals
Right.
that VHT is known for, and then they ship them over to China. Like, you bought a $99 pedal on Amazon. Like, what the freak did you expect?
I know, but the amp does have like a reputation for. Okay, yes, it's made in China, but
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
like Blackstar.
it's great for the money. Like,
But that's
Or
because it's
like,
like hand wired,
what
so
are
it's
the other-
easy to.
What are those Sky crap?
Mosky?
What are those blue, like the jet something
Jet City?
Jet City. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Jet City. Like, everyone says, oh, they're good for the money.
Well, because
And-
Jet City is like designed by Soldano, I think.
Yeah. But they kind of, like, I lump all those, like VHT, Blackstar, Jet City,
Yeah.
Egnator.
But VHT is like cheaper than Blackstar, I think,
Yeah.
now
price wise.
I do have a friend.
No, you don't.
Maybe I shouldn't say friend. I do know a person who told me that the VHT V Drive is a super great pedal.
Is it Mark
And
Johnston? Is
if
that why
you're-
you didn't want to call him a friend?
What?
Is it Mark Johnston?
No.
That's why you didn't want to say it was your friend?
No, that's not why. And
That's
he
a good
said
joke.
he said that the V Drive
That's a good
is
joke. I liked it.
it's a tube screamer, and the controls are way out there. And he said I've played it with a Bonsai, and like it's a third of the price, and it's like you don't buy a Bonsai, buy this pedal.
I'm going to go buy one right now.
But it's not
a
the same, is it? Or is that select thing like different versions?
Dude, that thing's wild looking. It's like enormous too.
Dude, it
Yeah,
is.
it's
doesn't
giant.
look
Look,
like
the
it's a
V Drive's
standard
11
enclosure
position select switch provides 10 different clipping diode configurations, plus a clean boost diode bypass mode. It's an 11 mode tube screamer too, for $100.
Dude, this is exactly what I said I wanted. I wanted a cheaper rip off of the Bonsai. And
There you
somebody,
go.
Oh, that's true.
Freaking VHT makes it. I'm
There
going
you
to
go,
make an
dude.
offer on this
Dude,
one right now.
$90.
All the ones on Reverb are $70.
Yeah, it's
Brand
$100.
new.
Oh my gosh,
$100
do it.
brand new.
Yeah.
Do
That's
it.
That's pretty
ridiculous.
cool.
And do it and let us know if it's like.
Whoa.
I mean,
Based on transaction data, you can shove it, Reverb. How's that sound? Handers.
apparently there's a voltage control somewhere on here that you can drop the voltage all the way down to 5 volts for a softer and spongier attack. That's weird.
Muddy. Muddy.
ooh, and you know what? I think it has like a slight sparkle to it, which is freaking cool.
I don't know. It looks
It
like it's
does.
just flat black, but either way, like just like a flat, shiny black pedal.
No,
It's kinda
dude,
cool.
like-
It's like
zoom
it is
in on it.
sparkly, yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's either sparkled or
weird.
like textured.
Or just dusty.
That's true.
That's true. It could just be dust.
Oh, you're talking about the Amazon
Cool.
picture.
I'm talking about that.
Are you talking about the tremolo reverb or the V drive?
I can't find a delay that they make. So I'm not sure that what you're saying about that is true.
About what?
That they make a delay pedal.
A delay.
You have not found it?
No.
It's in the same enclosure as the tremolo reverb,
Yeah.
and one is on off and the other one's tap.
Yeah, I can't find it.
What's it called?
Okay, well then I'm gonna find it for you.
I don't know.
VHT Echo Verb Delay Reverb.
Boom. See, look at this guy. Aaron, why can't you search like Cole can search?
I just
don't
searched
know.
VHT Delay.
I looked everywhere. Now I found it.
Dude, and the inputs and outputs are like all the way on the bottom by the.
Also,
by the
you're
I
wrong.
know, it's
There
stupid.
is no
So weird.
there's no tap tempo. You
How
dummy.
I did not know these.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There's no tap tempo though.
There's one for reverb and one for delay. It looks like
Oh, that's what it is. Sorry.
Mhm.
that's a weird layout too, because it looks like it's the standard, like the what pedal is in that enclosure. You know which one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
the 59B whatever.
Yeah. but it's on its side, and then the foot switches are kind of like on thirds across the pedal, and then the jacks are all the way at the bottom.
Dude, what
So
the
weird.
F?
Knobs are
Look at this.
huge.
VHT Redline 80-watt stereo guitar amp with overdrive and reverb.
How much is it?
That's $369 brand new.
Dude. What
What the
VHT
heck?
amp do you have, Phil?
He has like the special
I have like
6.
the most basic one. It's the special 6, and there's like an ultra special 6, and then there's like and it's not even it's not even a combo. It's just the head.
Hashtag just the
But
head.
it's a freaking sick amp. I just want to sell it, but
Is it a tube?
but I
Is
love
it.
it.
Tube?
Yes, and
Dude.
it comes with like a tube like switcher.
Oh, it's like a little
you can plug,
lunchbox guy.
like,
Yeah.
You can plug different tubes into it, and
Yeah.
like for different like flavors, and
Like power tubes, right?
and it has
I didn't know you had
4,
something
8,
this
and
cool.
6 ohm. It's a super cool amp.
Dude, this Redline is two independent 40-watt power amps and 2 10-inch speakers.
For $300.
Oh wait, it's a
Yes.
combo.
It's a stereo combo.
Oh, like those orange ones?
Okay, because
It is. It's like the orange ones.
Is that what the what's the Roland Jazz?
The jazz course? I don't
those
think
were
that's stereo.
Weren't a lot of those stereo like in the cabinet?
What did you say?
Maybe.
Which
I
red
think
line
like
are you
that's
looking
the
at?
thing with the course, with the 212. The course is like stereo. But yeah. So the JC40 is stereo and the 120.
Dude,
yeah, they are
Here's
stereo.
a freaking Redline 20-watt
That's why the
guitar
course
head
sounds so good on them.
for $139.
But you got to have 2
Yeah.
cabs for it.
Dude,
Okay,
I
but
love
Aaron,
the-
which one were you
I love
looking
the
at?
look
The
of those
Redline
things.
20,
No, the 80. Are there more?
the 80.
Yeah, there's a
bunch.
20-watt head for $100 and something bucks.
This one just randomly popped up. All right, do you have one more ad for us to guess?
I do.
Can we just
I
keep
do.
looking at cool VHT? This episode is actually sponsored by VHT. It's a company that none of us knew what they did. But I do
Dude,
want the
those
record
little
to show
amps are
I guessed
freaking dope.
VHT before you said it, Phil. Mere milliseconds.
But see, the 20-watt head I don't think is stereo, is it?
Probably not.
Yeah, it's not.
Dude,
But
this thing's
still,
wild.
that's pretty cool. All right.
Okay, this is a special round. All right, and in this special round,
The pedal is round?
I'm going to keep reading until I hear, and I'm not going to. There's too many specifics for the pedal description in here,
Sure.
so I'm not going to say the brand or the actual name of the effect, but
But you
I
won't
feel
skip
like-
the descriptors. Got it.
all the descriptors, I'm going to read them, and it will probably give it away. And so this is a lightning round where when one of you says either the effect or the pedal name, the effect or the brand name, I will
Got it.
say correct.
All right.
But otherwise, I'm just going to keep
All right.
reading.
So we have your
Okay.
permission to interrupt you is what you're saying. Just want to get that on the record.
This is by Steven.
I just want to put on the record that we both knew what you were saying
1 star,
minutes
not
ago.
a fan.
You kept
Do
saying it.
yourself a favor and pass this up. December 12th, 2016. I bought it expecting it to function like any pedal effect of this style.
Wait,
to
whoa,
function,
whoa.
but
You said
it
you're
does
not
not
gonna
do that.
bleep that out.
The pros first. Thankfully, the bypass works
The pie
great.
pass?
The construction.
You're a pie pass.
It's the typical brand name
Pie
construction, and I have no issues with.
Boss.
It's
Boss pedal?
plastic, yes, but as
Behringer.
long as you're not, as long as you're not waffle stomping the pedals through them around or other such intentional damage, it's going to last just fine. No issues there. I have a Boss BCB 60
Good for you.
enclosed board with a lid that I take places multiple times a week, and there's no damage to any of my pedals, including a pedal brand that I've had for
Behringer
9 months
vintage
now.
delay.
Yes, and I said yes.
Vintage delay.
Is it a drive? Is it a vintage delay?
It is vintage analog delay.
It is the vintage delay?
It is vintage analog delay.
Yeah.
3 points for
Analog delay.
I love
is
the
winner
idea because the board he's describing is that molded plastic boss board, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love a guy who's gigging multiple times a week in 2016 and uses one of those for his pedal board.
I know.
With
I know.
Behringer pedals in it.
And this Behringer pedal. And also, I felt like I have to read this review because he says waffle stomping.
Is that a part of the normal, like, does everyone know what that is?
I know what it means.
Do you know what
But
it means, Aaron?
I've never thought of it.
I've never heard waffle stomping before.
It's
Okay.
I can't remember where
Go on, Cole.
I think we've both heard it from the same place, but it's basically. Can I describe it, Phil, or do I have to act it out?
Please
Oh,
describe it.
gross. I know what it means now.
When
I
you
just
take a
looked it
dump
up.
in the shower
Yeah.
and then smash it down the drain with your foot,
Yeah. That's
and it makes like
disgusting.
a waffle in the drain.
Yeah.
Where did that
Oh,
come from, though?
gross.
Because that it came from a specific place. I thought.
Ew.
Like a
Here's the
specific
listen to this.
comedian.
So my boyfriend just nonchalantly informed me that he regularly poops in our shower and then does a waffle stomp to clean it out. If my wife told me she was pooping in the shower, I would divorce her immediately.
Yeah, because it's not that like that alone is so awful, but like the fact that somebody would do that and just think it's okay. Like if she was in a bad situation where she ended up having to do that.
Right. If it's an accident, sure.
Well, I don't know if she's like accidentally pooping a full log in the shower. That might raise
Well,
other questions.
you know what I mean. Like if
right
it's an
next,
emergency.
where is your
an
shower that you don't have
emergency
a toilet
situation.
2 feet away? You know. And here's a freaking article for and against waffle stomping. Who is for
No, no one is for it.
An article.
it? Yeah, on
Is it in the New York Times?
no, it's New York Post, so it makes sense. You know. No, it's far ago.
This guy's crazy. This waffle stomping pie pass, dude.
Pie pass.
Pie
Dude.
pass waffle stomper.
Did you guys wear your pork pie pass the other night to that ska show? To that Skank and Pickle show?
Yeah, I did. That was fun, Phil. I appreciate you doing that.
Hey, Phil,
That was a
that's
good
my
ad to
favorite
choose.
game.
It's my third favorite game, and Smash It, Stash It. What is it? Stash It, Mash It, Trash It is my fourth favorite game.
You don't.
It's my fourth favorite game.
Wait, what other games
My
do we
first
play?
favorite
I didn't know
game
we played more than
is-
those.
Judge
My
Judy and
first favorite
Executioner?
game is...
Oh, yes, that
no,
one's good.
my first favorite game is friend of the show, Enemy of Phil,
That's not a game.
where I try to hurt your feelings by saying that.
That's my favorite game, too, is just trying to hurt Phil's feelings in general.
You know that game where I
You know that game that I've been playing for 180 episodes?
My second favorite game is...
Since we met.
My second favorite game is how close can we get to making Cole super angry without actually making him super angry.
Which you succeeded last episode.
I call that one, I call it Sisyphus. How close to the sun can we get?
Sisyphus?
Sisyphus.
Yes.
What?
You mean
Where
Icarus?
did
Is that Icarus? Who's Sisyphus? What did he do?
Icarus was the one who died. Icarus was the one who went too close to the sun
Well,
and
he
melted
wouldn't
his
go all
wings.
the way.
Oh,
and then
Sisyphus is
died
the guy that has to
fell
push
his death.
the rock up the hill forever.
Oh.
But every time he
Icarus-
gets to the top, it rolls back down. He has to keep doing it.
Okay, so
You're right.
So
I was
you
thinking
do
of
mean
Icarus.
Icarus.
I do. Yes.
I'm trying to think
thinking
of a
of
way that
Oedipus.
you could compare Sisyphus to pissing off Cole. Like I piss him off and then I start over.
No, I did mean Icarus when he flew close to the sun and his wings melted and he died.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to see how close I can get without melting my wings on the
Exactly.
Oh.
on the eternal fury of Cole's
Dang
sun.
it, this is gonna kill me. Like, where did we hear that term though, Phil? Because it came from like a specific, like an interview or a podcast or something.
A buddy told me when I was like in my mid-20s.
Oh, Oh, so this
I
has been
heard
around
it
since
like
the 70s?
10
When
minutes
he-
ago in that review.
And when he told me, I was disgusted and appalled, and I said, "Where did you hear that?" And he said, "Everyone knows it."
What's worse, waffle stomping or an upper decker?
Upper decker.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because a waffle stomp, you're only hurting yourself and
And it's gone.
And the other people. Yeah, like
Yeah, but it seems like that would
you are
clog
you are
the pipe. Like your shower pipes are
dispensing with-
not meant to take solids down.
exactly. Like there's a chance.
But you're turning it to into very small
Still,
solids.
that's gross. That's gonna build up over time. I'm saying.
Yeah, there's already like hair down there. It's like you don't dump your bacon grease down the drain, because then it solidifies.
Yes.
Poop is like bacon grease, right?
Yes. It solidifies.
Everyone knows that.
Well, depending on how much bacon you eat, your poop is very similar to bacon grease, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That is true.
Aaron's got to go.
Damn it, you
Guys,
guys!
this has been fun.
Aaron's got to go drop a waffle
The-
stomp. So let's.
I gotta go stomp my
the
waffles.
VHS Redline 80S. I want to try this so bad, but there's no way I will ever see one in person.
No, you gotta just buy it. You gotta wing it. You gotta go for it. Just buy it. VHT Redline.
Dude, you got to live on the red line.
You gotta take
gotta
the
live-
highway to the danger zone.
You got to live life on the VHT red line.
Highway to the danger zone. Folks, tune in next week for more Gear Slum. Same bat time, same bat channel. And join our Patreon. Give us money. Support our advertisers. Advertisers? Our advertisers, which are advertisers and sponsors. Advertisers. Support them. Support us. Thanks for friendship. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Aaron, stand up and walk to the other end of the room and yell it again.
All right, keep talking.
Hey, Phil, how do you think,
I'm just here to listen.
Aaron's doing?
I'm fine.